What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. As you can see, we are continuing from the video earlier on where we picked this thing up. We are still down here at Peach Bottom Auto Body hanging out with our buddies Sean and Corey, and they are currently basically working on getting the lift arms under the truck so we can pull this thing up for the last time that you see 14 wides on the Minimax. Kind of a sad day, not gonna lie. Like a rush of emotions. We picked it up, it looks so good. I just love it. I love the 14 wides, but we are switching out to 12 wides today just to make a little bit more of a usable setup on this truck. You can see here Corey's focus face. It's a really good focus face. And the wheels that are right back here that are gonna be getting swapped on. So let the process begin. All right, man, moment of truth. Here, turn towards me. Stop. All right, that's about where it touches. How many rotations did you get? So there's back to center. So is that 1.5? Yeah, right about there. One full turn. So we're just looking right now, guys, to see, these are the 22x12s of the 305/45, just to see where we might be making content. And it looks like there might be just a little bit there, and we'll go over here just to see the same thing. So it looks like we have about 1 turn's worth of steering radius, and that is even when the truck is not really truly quote unquote settled. So yeah, we'll deal with that at another point in time. All right, guys, so the wheels are on. They look absolutely amazing, but I am unfortunately completely out of time. We've been down here for a few hours and we have killed time fast. We've been having an awesome time, but I need to get rolling. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch forward real quick and catch you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, picking back up where we left off, we've got the wheels unloaded, the parts unloaded, and a whole bunch of stuff scattered everywhere. There's one thing we need to do before I can show you guys the full reveal of the Minimax, and that has to do with these 2 chrome caps. As you can see, we've got one side with chrome caps, and then the other side with black caps. You might wonder why. Well, that's because I only have 2 black caps. When I bought these wheels, I only got 2 black caps because these were on a square body 7.3, and up front, the hub lockers actually are longer than the caps themselves. So for the time being, we're gonna make do with what we got. Good to go. Now you guys have waited long enough. Enjoy the reveal of the new wheels in the Minimax with the chrome center caps, which I don't know if I'm gonna keep yet or not. Depends if they grow on me.
Drowning in the sea, you left my heart in pain. Yeah, yeah. You don't have to admit it now. You want me to stay, but I can barely use it now. You left my heart in pain. You want me to stay, yeah, but I can barely use it now. You left my heart in pain. You want me to stay, yeah, but I can barely use it now. You left my heart in pain.
Max, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. It's been a minute, dude.
It's been a minute.
Max is about to turn 21 in just a few days, guys.
Yes.
So wish him a happy early birthday if you haven't already. We are going to take him out for a ride in the DURTYMAX, as he's been calling it today.
Holy shit. Oh my gosh.
It goes pretty good.
Dude, this is a stock turbo.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane. Why did I buy a Ford? It's a very good question.
It's a question you probably ask yourself every day. It's pretty fun, right?
Dude, I would beat this every day if I had it, honestly.
It's really hard not to drive this thing the way that you want to drive it. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Thumbs on the triggers?
Yep. Dude, this thing just likes to break them loose.
These new tires, man, are costing me money quick.
Sorry, Jack. Sorry, Jack.
It's worth it, man. It's all for you, buddy.
Aw, that was awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
That was awesome.
Hell yeah, man. It's good to have you back.
Heck yeah.
It's been a while. How fast do you think we were going when they started the spin? We're probably doing like 15 or 20, right?
Something like that. You were rolling though.
Rolling burnouts.
Yeah, rolling that's a straight up rolling burnout. Like
stock turbo, Tune 5, built trans, 10 mil pump. We got 100% overs and an S467 on the way.
Excuse me, could y'all get out of the road? You're kind of blocking it.
Damn, I just love the way that thing looks. It is. There are just these moments that you have to have tiny celebrations and kind of give yourself kudos to what it is that you build, as these vehicles are an extension of yourself. And it's that moment right now where you just kind of pat yourself on the back and say, great job. It's those chrome caps, man.
it's the chrome caps.
You guys got to drop a comment below. What do you think of the chrome and black combination? Honestly, I was a little on the fence at first, but I think I'm falling in love with it really quickly. All right, guys, now we have an opportunity to talk a little bit about this new setup from a driver's perspective. All I can say is so far, so good, and I'm extremely happy with how this whole setup has come together. Driving this truck with the 14 wides was somewhat of a nightmare. The truck was quite literally all over the road in the sense that, well, the steering was a total mess and it tracked from lane to lane. It was very wide, and the stretch tires I really don't think helped anything at all, to be honest. Now, I could be completely wrong here, but I think that the tires, those Nitto 420s that were on the 14 wides, were just totally, I don't think they had any life left in them after a series of burnouts, maybe driving, not being rotated, whatever the case might be, because the way that the truck felt on the road was just so sloppy, and honestly, it was really, really dissatisfying. So now, as you can see, I let off the wheel and we are tracking nice and straight. I think that's a compliment to the nice new tires, and well, they are mounted and balanced correctly. Whereas I think that was somewhat questionable on the 14 wides as well. Sometimes you run that risk getting a set of second hand or third hand or fourth hand or whatever pass-me-down wheels. But I'll tell you what, guys, the biggest point of satisfaction that comes with this setup from a driver's perspective is just the way that it feels. It's nimble, it's quick, and the truck feels like a freaking rocket ship once again. As you guys can see, this thing is really no joke. It gets up and moves very, very well. This thing scoots, and it's only going to get faster as we add more air and fuel, which I'm very excited about. But overall, this is a very small truck, and you want it to almost feel small in the way that it behaves when you're driving, and that it does now. Whereas when it had the 14 wides, it's almost like it had an anchor that was really drawing it down. There's a good look for you guys of what the stance looks like without the fender flares. I absolutely love it. I'd also mention that this would be my first experience with the new Grappler G2s, and so far, guys, I'm stoked on these tires. You can't hear them, which is pretty nice. They have this slightest little hum, but nothing that any normal tire really wouldn't make. It's kind of more or less just road noise. Haven't had the chance to drive it in rain yet, haven't had the chance to drive it in snow. It's like 50 degrees today, and you know, so far so good. I would say though that when the tires are cold, just like most tires, traction seems to be a little bit of an issue, but that's always fun in a sense as well. Alrighty, we are finally at a location where we can actually chat about this just for a few more minutes here at the end of the video. So hope that you guys enjoyed the video thus far. We've been bouncing all over the place today, but you know what? I like that sometimes. It's actually pretty nice. Check it out, guys. Ah, man. Doesn't even look like the same truck. It's crazy. This thing transformed so much in just a matter of 2 videos for you guys, and it was only about a week's distance apart for me. I honestly don't have, like all that much to say. I wish that I did. I'm just really truly embracing how well this project turned out. It's pretty cool when you take on something like this where, you know, you kind of envision the result of what it is that you're looking to accomplish as you're kind of pulling parts together and service providers together and all of that good stuff. But once you see the actual finished product materialize, it is extremely, extremely rewarding. And that's when you kind of have to take a step back and truly just soak it all in. And what's really neat is I get to soak in all of that with you guys. There's a good look for the guys trying to measure my stance. I'd say we have, I don't know, probably about 3.5 to 4 inches of poke here front to back. I am running an 1.5 bore spacer in the rear. I did have to trim the stock studs just a little bit to get that spacer and wheel to basically mount nice and flush on the hub, but it's definitely necessary in any instance, especially on these old body Chevys. Anybody that missed the upload where I got these mounted and balanced, these are Nitto Grappler G2s, I guess the 2nd generation Grappler. I'm not really even sure if there's a first, but I'm assuming that there is, being that this is a G2. In size 305, 45, 22, wrapped around a 22 by 12. I believe that these are -40. American Force SS8 wheel. These are the independent independent SSH. It's just a really, really, really simple wheel, an 8-spoke design, 1 lug per spoke. I mean, you couldn't get any simpler than that. And then as you guys saw pieces of here earlier on in the video, the chrome caps were not planned. Rather, they came off of my Octane SS8s, the wheels, the 20x14 wheels that are for sale right now, because I only had 2 black caps. Jason, the previous owner, had these on a square body OBS 7.3, where the 4-wheel drive lockers in the front were actually larger than the actual cap itself, so he couldn't run them up front. So I guess he lost them somewhere in translation. In turn, I only got 2, and they were already painted black. I put the black on the driver's side at Sean's, and you know, I kind of did this movement back and forth. I said, okay, envision black. I said, do I like black? Do I like chrome? Black, chrome, black, chrome, black, chrome, black, chrome. Did that for a few times, and then I realized, you know, the chrome really breaks apart what would be a very non-dimensional surface, if you will. It's not like you can really see the characteristics of the wheels unless they're in the right lighting with the black caps, whereas with the chrome caps, it gives it somewhat of a focal point that then adds the dimension of the character to the rest of the wheel. Plus, it really complements the chrome on the bumper, the chrome on the grille, chrome on the mirror caps, and the little touches that I intentionally wanted to leave unpainted just for that kind of characteristic. Sometimes when you see one color painted all over something, it tends to just look bland. Whereas this, I think, has the perfect amount of contrast. And honestly, what I really like most about the chrome caps is it's different. In a saturated truck modifying scene, it's kind of difficult to be different because, well, everybody's doing it, which is awesome. But I think that that really is a unique characteristic to this build, and I think that I honestly might leave the caps on. And then as I had mentioned when we were driving the truck, it just feels worlds faster. Those 14 wides really weighed this truck down in a negative sense. Looking at it was good, but anything else, not so good. I was actually a little worried with the 22s on the single cab. I thought that maybe they would look just a little bit too big or unproportionate. I don't think that that's the case at all. Rather, I think it's actually very complimentary. So I know that there's a few of you out there that are going to miss the 14 wide. They will forever hold a special place in my heart just to say that we did do it, we did try, but at least we know that that's really not what this truck is truly fit out to be. And I know that a lot of you guys are really going to love this new setup, and well, I'm happy about that as well because I am truly in love with it. So we're making progress on this truck very quickly. It is going to be going under the knife here in a few following videos to get the turbo and the injectors. Definitely stay tuned for that. If you guys haven't subscribed already, tap that subscribe button. You're not going to want to miss this build take place. We're going to be doing a lot of fun things with this truck. Another thing that's up and coming is we're actually going to throw this on the dyno to get some base numbers as to where it is right now with the 10 mil pump, the stock turbo, and the built trans. Then we're going to take it back to the dyno post turbo installation to see what numbers it makes afterwards. It should be kind of interesting to see. Lastly, guys, I don't have a shop update for you right now, but we are still working on basically ironing out some details, so hopefully we're getting into that soon. And the final tidbit of information is, guys, we are on the last week of the 2006 LBZ DURTYMAX giveaway. Don't procrastinate on your chance to get entered for that truck, guys. This hat could give you the keys to take that truck home, and I promise you, it could be you. Don't miss your chance. Jump on it while you can. So my Like League, I love you guys. Do what you do best. Tap that subscribe button on the way out, and I will see you all in the next upload.